To finish up on page 1 of the purchase contract under loans, you really want to fill out this first paragraph, because this will allow the buyer to cancel the purchase contract if he cannot get the loan that he's willing to get to purchase this property. For example, if he doesn't want an interest rate more than 5.5 and he does not want to pay more than 1 point and he can't get that loan, then he can cancel the agreement. So this is a protection for him. But also, as a listing agent, you really want to pay attention to this paragraph. If you have several buyers making an offer on your property and you notice that a particular buyer, let's say in this example, has 8.5 and over here it says he's going to be paying 3 points, then that tells you that that buyer probably has credit issues and he may not be your best bet at successfully closing this offer. And also, as a listing agent, you want to know if it's FHA or VA, because in FHA and VA loans, a lot of times the buyer needs help from the seller to purchase this property. And so if you want to figure an accurate net to the seller, you need to know exactly how much the seller needs to pay to help the buyer close this property. So this paragraph is critical to be filled out, even though many times, probably as much as 80–90% of the time, I see it left blank. But it is a protection to both buyer and seller. If there is going to be a second, this is where you would check the box and also spell out the terms, financing terms of the second. FHA or VA, if it's going to be an FHA or VA, there are repairs that might be required of the seller, because when an FHA lender does the loan, he also has, his appraiser also does a home inspection, not as thorough as maybe a typical home inspector, but he looks for particular items that are required with FHA lending, and he's going to require the seller to pay or fix those repairs. D would be where I would put, if you want the seller to pay any closing costs of the buyer, this is a good place to put it because it is included with all the other financing terms on page 1. So that finishes page 1. Let's move on to page 2.